Hey guys, I'm a Forester here, and today we're going to have a knife sale. Now, I don't do this very often. I've only had one or two other knife sales, mainly because I only buy knives that I want to keep. Now, the reason these are on the table is because they just don't get carried that often. I mainly just take them out from time to time to fondle them a little bit, admire them, and then put them back. And I've decided to go ahead, since I use them so infrequently, to put them up for sale. If they don't sell, that's fine. I'll keep them in the collection and keep fondling them. But I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the knives because I have videos on each one of these, and so you can go back and look at the videos if you want more information. I'm mainly just going to try to give you a good look at the knives and then state the price, and I'll go into the terms a little bit later. But let's get started, and I'm going to go from top down, starting with the Strider SMF. Okay, the first knife of the sale is this Strider SMF. Like I said, I'm going to try to give you a good shot of it, and so I'll just be turning it, giving you different angles, letting you look at it. This knife is in like new condition. You might see a little dust on it, but that's the main thing. It does have the overstop safety there. Okay, this is the Strider SMF. Let me give you a shot of the blade. The blade does need sharpening, and I haven't done anything to it. If you want me to, I can try to sharpen it up for you before you get it, or you may want it, like new condition. No nicks on the back of the blade. The blade is a little bit rough in this area right here, and it does need sharpening. No scratches. That stonewashed blade looks perfect. Let me show you the centering. It's perfect. Easy operation. There's the lockup, about 50%. So that's the blade right there. I've had it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, something like that. It's discontinued as far as I know, and hard to come by. I've checked online to see where it's available, and by the way, this is forest green color. It may look black, but it's forest green. But it's hard to find. I've seen it out of stock in different places. Blade HQ has it listed at $475. I've seen it on eBay for higher prices than that, in the 500s. I'm going to ask $410. And to be honest, it may be worth a lot more than that. So you may be getting a deal. I'm really not sure how much it's worth, but I'm going to ask $410. And it doesn't come with a box. It came in a plastic pouch that I don't know, I didn't keep it. Okay, the next knife is going to be this Emerson, and this is the Gentleman Jim. Now, the Gentleman Jim was my favorite tactical knife and still is. I just don't carry it. I have another Emerson that I carry more often. Let me give you a shot of the blade. It's got the thumb disc operation. The blade doesn't have any scratches on it or anything. I will show you one thing right there at the tip, and you may not even be able to see it. But I think you can see it right there. There's just a tiny little nick. But that's the only flaw on it. The G10 is still grippy. There's the lockup. Let me show you the centering. Perfect centering. There might be a little wear on the clip. I think you can see just a tiny little bit of wear. But this is a great knife for, tactical purposes, and so I only carried it when I felt like I might need it, which is very infrequently. Okay, the Emerson Gentleman Jim, I looked online. It's out of stock at Blade HQ. but listed at $230 if they had it in stock. Amazon had it at $235. Knife Art had it at $235. I'm going to ask $215 for this knife. And by the way, shipping is included in all these prices. I didn't mention it, but that one does come with the box, and it comes with a Emerson sticker, which I never used. Okay, the next one is going to be this ZT, and the ZT does come with a box, and it is a real beast. I've got two ZT knives, and both of them, this is the only flipper in the bunch, but the ZT is a great knife. I love my two ZTs. The other one is the 561, but this one has a little bit of a short handle for my hand, and I think that's why I don't carry it. Yeah, I don't think you'll find a scratch on this blade. I can give you as close up as you want. The stone wash is perfect. It's a Rexford design. If you know ZTs, you know that. No nicks anywhere. There's the lockup. Still fairly early. Let me show you centering. And it's perfect. The clip might show a little wear. I don't know. I can't tell through the viewfinder, but if it does, yeah, there might be a worn spot right there. You know, all these knives are in great condition, and I can touch up the blades if you want me to sharpen them, but to be honest, that's fine the way it is for me. Now, I found this one, you know, at a wide range of prices. You know, I'm trying to price these fairly so that they'll move. I'm going to ask $175 for this one. All right, and it does come, like I say, with box. Okay, that's three knives. The next one is an interesting knife. I bought this from another YouTuber, and this one is the one that you'll see the most wear. You can see snail trails all over this knife. And when I did a video, I called it my high-end beater knife or something like that. And it was mainly because of those snail trails. You know, the guy I bought this from, he was a user. He's still online. I don't remember what his YouTube channel is. He's mainly on Instagram. But this is a great knife, and I forgot to measure that blade length, but as I recall, it's almost 4 inches long. This is a large knife. It's the Benchmade 761. And one thing I like about Benchmade is they put the numbers right there on the logo, on the knife blade. Let me give you a close-up of that blade. And I don't recall if I touched that up or not, but it's in good condition right now. The blade I don't think has any scratches or anything on it that I recall. I'll try to give you a good shot of it. There's the spine. No nicks or anything. There's the lockup. It's got a very unique locking mechanism. And centering, as I recall, is perfect on all of these knives. The main thing you'll notice are the snail trails, and that's because it was a user. But you know, because of those snail trails, I did carry this knife a good bit. I wasn't afraid to use it. I carried it a lot, and I've really enjoyed it. This is discontinued, so you're not going to find this except maybe on eBay. And I found it for prices ranging like $220, $248, $299. They were all over the board. I think new this was up around $300 or so. I'm going to ask $195 for this knife. And it does come, by the way, with a box, an original Benchmade box, and the Benchmade sack. Okay, one more knife in the collection, or up for sale, and this is a Mcusta. Comes with a pouch and a box, and I'll get those out of the way so they don't keep the camera from focusing. This is, as I recall, Coca-Cola wood, I have a video on this. You can look it up in detail. It's got a nice glass breaker or attitude adjuster, as I think I called it. This is the only knife that I have that has a Damascus blade. And this is very sharp. I don't think I've ever touched it up, and I've almost never carried it. Let me show you the lockup. It is a liner lock. And let me show you centering. As I recall, it looks to me to be perfect. Maybe just slightly to this side over here. You can judge for yourself. This is a knife that, I'm not sure why I haven't carried it. It carries in this pouch right here, or I guess you can drop it in your pocket. It doesn't have a clip, and I guess it's because of the pouch. I like the pouch, but it's not your normal. You don't see people carrying it in a pouch at work and at type places. But this is listed, I found it online for $144 at Blade HQ. I couldn't find it with the Coca-Cola handles though, so that was a different version. I'm going to ask $125 for this knife right here, and that includes shipping. Shipping is included on all the prices. That's shipping within the U.S., not internationally. So shipping within the United States is covered in the prices, and payment will be by PayPal. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you're interested in one of these knives, is send me an email. You don't need to post a comment below. I'm going to go by emails, and you can email me at I'mAForester, IMA4STER, I'mAForester at gmail.com, and just say I'll take it, tell me which knife, and I'll be in touch with you by email, and we'll close the deal. It'll be by PayPal, and then I'll mark online if the item is sold, just so other people will know. All right, appreciate your interest in watching the video, and I'll hate to part with any of these knives, but I'm willing to, and we'll try to find them a new home. Y'all take care.